So after we make the changes of the limits, now the limits of integration are b to a. So you can see that I have changed the limits of integration in each of the step. Now the integration I have written as a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4 upon 4. I can take that a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4. This 4 will come outside and you'll have 16 inside, right? 0 to 2 pi sine square theta can be written as minus cos 4 theta by 2. Okay, so let's integrate this. The integration is simple now. Within 2 steps, we may get the answer. A raised to 4 minus b raised to 4 upon 16. That means it is 32 if I take this 2 outside, right? And this is 1 integration is theta minus sine 4 theta upon 4. And the limits of integration are 0 to 2 pi. So if I substitute the limits, I have a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4 upon 32 and 2 pi, right? So my final answer for integration is a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4 pi upon 16. Okay, fine. Let us take another sum for evaluation. A simple sum we'll take now. So the sum is simple. Evaluate minus infinity to infinity, again minus infinity to infinity, dx dy 1 plus x square plus y square raised to 3 by 2. Now if you look at the sum, solving this sum becomes a bit difficult. The limits of integration are minus infinity to plus infinity, limits of x and y. That means the region that they have given a limit of x and y are minus infinity to plus infinity is my whole axis. Okay, so the region will be my whole axis because x starts from minus infinity to plus infinity, y starts from minus infinity to plus infinity. So now we will start with the region. So putting x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, we may get as follows. So let us substitute x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. We will change the integral into polar form. Okay, so put x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Dx dy can be converted into r dr d theta. And new limits now. So this will be my radial strip. Let me draw the radial strip. It will start from here only, but it won't end anywhere. So it's not touching anywhere. So this is r is equal to infinity. Okay. So my new limits of r will be from 0 to infinity. Clear it is, right? And limits of theta, it is considering the whole x and y axis or the whole region of the plane. So that will be 0 to 2 pi. Fine. So my original integration I now, which is minus infinity to infinity, minus infinity to infinity, dx dy will be 1 plus x square plus y square raised to 3 by 2. Okay, so let us convert this into polar form. So converting this into my polar form. So the integration I, the new limits, you know that the old limits are 0, minus infinity to infinity. The limits for theta will be 0 to pi and the inner limits will be 0 to infinity, right? So that will be dx dy is r dr d theta and 1 plus r square raised to 3 by 2. So this will be my integration. Now let us solve this integration. You can substitute trigonometric or you can use the formula So that is your choice basically what to do, right? Let me solve this. In this sum, I will be using the formula which you already know. Integration of f of r raised to n f dash of r dr is f of r n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Okay, I'll be using this formula. So integration I will be nothing but 0 to 2 pi. Okay, first let me integrate this with respect to r. This is r. This will be 1 plus r square raised to minus 3 by 2. You can write this as minus 3 by 2 dr and then with d theta. So let us solve this bracket first. For solving the bracket, you know that derivative of 1 plus r square is 2r. But here you don't have 2, here you just have r. So a small adjustment, that is multiplying and divide by 2, will help. So first let us multiply by 2 and divide by 2. So then we can use that formula. So now this will be 2r, 1 plus r square raised to minus 3 by 2 dr. So now we can use this formula over here, right? So minus 3 by 2 plus 1 upon minus 3 by 2 plus 1 will be minus half, right? So this can be written as, integration I can be written as 1 by 2, 0 to 2 pi, 1 plus r square raised to minus 1 by 2 upon minus 1 by 2 d theta. And the limits of integration are 0 to infinity. So, okay, so this will be 2 will get cancelled anyway. Okay, so minus sign remains. This minus sign I have taken outside, and the limits I substitute, I get this. So my integration I will be 0 to 2 pi d theta, which is nothing but 2 pi. Okay, this is my final answer for the integration. I just hope that the sums that we have covered, there were the two types that we have covered. One where direct polar was given and we use the limits, and second where you have to convert into polar and then you have to evaluate. So I have taken 4 sums each on each type. I hope that the method that we have taken is clear to you, right? So in the next lecture, we'll be taking the concept of triple integration.